Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Brever99 here, back with another Brawl Stars YouTube video, and today we're going over the history of Nita. This is my ongoing series where we look at a brawler, go over their star powers, gadgets, their descriptions, things like that, to deduce where they fit in the Brawl Stars universe and what their history is. And so anyways, guys, if you're going to enjoy this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment your own theories down below. And let's get right into it. So let's first see what we can learn from Nita's description without her abilities. Nita strikes her enemies with a thunderous shockwave. Her super summons a massive bear to fight by her side. So what I think this means is that Nita obviously has connection to nature in some way. It could be possible that she's like an acolyte of some sort of nature or bear deity that gives her powers to be able to control the world around her, to be able to create small earthquakes that damage her enemies, and then create a bear from thin air to attack her enemies. Now let's take a look at Nita's appearance alone. Nita is wearing looks like a makeshift dress with pants under it. She obviously has the bear head, and with also a little bit of bear fur on her back with a paw pendant. And then Bruce looks like a bear. That was pretty obvious. So what I think this means is obviously that she made all these things herself, but the bear helmet really brings up the question, is that supposed to represent Bruce, or is that just something that she made? Is that made from actual bear stuff, or did she make that with other materials? It brings up a lot of questions as to what sort of anathemas she has to face with worshipping the deity that gives her her powers. And judging by her light-toned skin, she's definitely related to Leon and Bo as a part of the Shaman tribe. Now let's look at her gadgets. Her first gadget is Bear Paws. Nita commands her bear to slam the ground, stunning all enemies within its reach. This goes hand in hand with Nita's ability to create small earthquakes to damage abilities. It seems like Bruce can do a similar attack. Instead of damaging, he can stun enemies to create opportunities for him and Nita to attack. This could be part of the same power that Nita has, but it also could be a different power. And the fact that it's only able to be used three times per match in short uses means that it's probably very limited in the fact that whatever deity limited Bruce so that Nita couldn't possibly overuse the power. Next up is Faux Fur. For the next 3 seconds, Nita's bear gains a 35% shield against damage. So what I think this means is this leads into like sort of a deeper training of Bruce being able to be like, this is just kind of a thing that comes from Bruce being the seer of many battles, is that Bruce can naturally, a certain amount of times per fight, can make himself tougher to give himself that extra push to give Nita whatever she needs to be able to overcome her opponents. And so I think this is a result of a deeper training or a deeper battle experience of Bruce himself. Next we move into star powers. The first star power is Bear With Me. Essentially what the star power does is whenever Nita hits somebody, the bear recovers 800 health. Whenever Bruce hits somebody, Nita recovers 800 health. I think that this is blatant evidence of the spiritual connection between Nita's bear and herself. The fact that they are tethered physically like this is an obvious connection to a deity of some sort, that Nita is a worshipper of a deity, and it's possible that the deity could be Bruce in bear form, helping Nita complete her missions and her battles. And this is just, it's an obvious spiritual connection between the two. They're physically tethered to each other, and that's why I believe that Nita is worshiping a deity, and that's who's giving her her powers. Next up is Hyperbear. Nita's bear now attacks 60% faster, or the time between swipes is reduced by 60%. I think this star power has to deal with long amounts of training, because a bear can't just start saying, I'm going to start hitting faster. I think this has to do with large amounts of training that Nita has done with her bear to be able to make it so that Bruce can take the opportunity of every time an enemy makes the mistake of getting close and being able to strike much faster and dealing much more damage when the enemy makes a mistake. And so I just think that this is just a product of training her bear. And so now we move into the final analysis. To my belief, the history of Nita is that she is a member of the Shaman tribe, and each member of the Shaman tribe, per se, worships a deity, and if they are proven worthy, then they can get that deity's powers, such as Bo or Leon. She's obviously Leon's sister, and there's some speculation that she could be Bo's daughter. I'm not quite positive on that, but it's a nice theory. Most of her abilities come from her spiritual link to her deity, such as her main attack, her super, Bruce's bear paws, and bear with me as a physical tethering to her bear. Her abilities such as Hyperbear and Faux Fur come from Bruce's hardened battle experience and training. And so that is my final conclusion on the history of Nita. Anyways, guys, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.